Hello Hornets, I'm Morgan Poole with DESU-TV and welcome to another episode of Around Campus. It's internship season, as I'd like to call it, and that means that many of us are handing in our resumes or job applications to hand in to future employers. But in this process, some of us may be confused. Maybe we don't know what type of opportunities are out here, who we can talk to, or what resources we can use. Now, if you find yourself in this predicament, don't fear. I have Jaelon Talley here, who is the president of an organization dedicated to helping you students succeed, STOMP. Hi, Jaelon. How are you today?
Nice to meet you. I'm fine. How are you?
Yes, good. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So let's jump right into it. Okay, so STOMP is an acronym that stands for Skills, Talents, Opportunities, Movement through Project Propel.
Right.
Can you explain this a little bit more?
Okay, so skills, talents, and opportunities, we provide trainings throughout the semester. So what we're doing is we're giving students these skills, these talents, and then eventually these opportunities when they move through our processes and our trainings. And so when you get these trainings, so okay, I'll explain Project Propel. So Project Propel was an initiative from SAP. So SAP is a global software enterprise company. Multiple Fortune 100 companies use their software. It's not just business. It goes into movement science. It goes into any software that criminal justice may be using and so forth. But what they did was Project Propel was the initiative. Specifically, it did go towards the gap of minorities in information technology, but we know that information technology is in a lot of different industries now. And so they saw a gap, so they wanted to target specifically HBCUs and give us these skill sets now, so when we graduate, we look more applicable upon like graduation for these types of jobs. And
so what type of opportunities do you give to students?
Okay, so for example, I know that especially in a business school, you become a top kind of tier student within the business because you get to meet with the dean a lot. She'll get to know you on a first name basis, and any connections that she has, you will have. And then opportunities, so biology, we have Dr. Derek Scott. He's one of our thought leaders too. And so I'm not exactly sure what opportunities come from the biology side, but any professor that comes in or comes through, and they would know, I would say companies in their industry that that these skills would be applicable, then those are the type of opportunities that you would get.
Okay, so how many students are a part of this organization?
So I do the emails, and on the email list it's about 180 students. But but obviously not all of those are coming because there's really not a room that fits 180 students. So it varies, and that's another thing about STOMP that I think is great, that to be a part of it, you don't have to come to every single event. You can literally just come to the trainings, or you can come to the meetings. You can come to whatever benefits you. So for every major, every single training may not be beneficial, but you can get your 2 out of 3 trainings. You can go to all 3, or you can just come to one that you felt like, wow, this is one that I really needed. So the attendance to our events really varies, and we also have speakers that come through. We also have just regular meetings sometimes, and then just to get everybody on the same page, we have the org fair, the welcome meetings. So, and then we also have case competitions. So we have all those different types of events.
That's really cool. You guys are really active, which is great. So I think there's kind of this notion that STOMP is kind of dedicated towards just the business majors. Is it true, or is it open to everyone?
No, it's literally open to anybody. I can say that it definitely benefits everybody, and just last week we were making a whole list of how it benefits other majors, you know, mass comm, nursing, because like we said, software and enterprise resource planning, I mean, that's a little snippet. It's just taking all your resources in a business, like human resources, IT, finance, all of that, and that's in every business, whether the business is nursing or whether it's, you know, a hospital or criminal justice, like we said. So although the technology or the term seem like, oh, that's just for business, I mean, you're going to be working out of business. So that's why it can benefit literally anybody.
That's awesome. Okay,
and another example too, sorry. Another example is even education, where you feel like that wouldn't apply at all because it's
right.
nowhere near business. But the design thinking that we do, which is a training where you're learning really to just think outside the box, that there's schools around the country that are starting to implement that type of thinking methodology into the K through 12 curriculum. And so if you're an education major and you have the design thinking training, you could go to a design thinking type of school where they're trying to implement it, and that will make you look more applicable. So that's where it's like, you think it's business, but it could really just be any type of major.
That's awesome. So anyone should be encouraged to try to join.
Yes.
Great. So let's talk about some of the events that you guys are going to be having. You're having a revamp meeting, right? Talk a little bit about that.
Okay, so the revamp meeting will be next Thursday. And basically, because there is this notion, like you said, that STOMP is really only for business students, we really want to kind of get everybody to come out and see how it could benefit them.
Right.
So we're trying to rebrand the organization. And so, I mean, this semester is almost over, but we want to really have this meeting now. So next semester, when students attend and they come back, they'll know, like, okay, we can start fresh this semester, this new semester, and be involved all throughout the semester. Okay.
And what time and where is this going to be?
So this is going to be in the BOA, room 309. We usually have our events Thursdays at 6 p.m. But next semester, we said, because we are trying to branch out to other different majors, that we don't maybe want to hold everything in the BOA, because that does make it seem, so that could be a part of the why it may seem like it's just business. So we're looking to branch out, you know, maybe next semester to having events maybe in MLK or, you know, maybe in the BOA, but the auditorium, so it's bigger. So we want to, you know, go to where we're also targeting, you know, these other majors.
Awesome.
Well.
Okay, so if we can't make it there next Thursday, but we want to keep in touch with you guys, what are your social media handles?
So our Instagram is DESU STOMP. So it's DSU and then STOMPP. So that's the acronym. And then we also have a LinkedIn. So we developed a LinkedIn. So when we have these guest speakers come, or if you have an interview or so forth, and you said that you are a part of STOMP, and somebody remembers your name but not your face, so they remember your face but not your name, that they could go to our LinkedIn and they could find, you know, they can find you even if you didn't get their business card or you didn't exchange that information. So we're on LinkedIn and we're on Instagram. And also, to get involved in STOMP is just as easy as, you know, just seeing me or somebody that's in the exec board and giving them your email, because I'm the one who sends out all the emails. And so, like, it's like rolling admission, so to speak. There's no timeline of, oh, you didn't sign up for STOMP by October, then you're done. It's literally, you could come to one event in November, get your benefit from it. We'll get you your certificate at the end with our celebration ceremony, and there's no questions asked. We just want to help as many people as we can.
This is a great organization.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming in, Jaelon, so much. It was a pleasure.
Having me.
Yes, and thank you, Hornets, for tuning in to another episode of Around Campus. Once again, I'm Morgan Poole with WDSU-TV. See you next time.